The bow is insanely powerful, but only if you use it right. Do it wrong, you're gonna get flip off your bird a lot while dealing pitiful damage. This is Tatayo, and welcome to the actual combat tutorial for bow. For bow to work at its best, you only need to do 3 things: charge up, discerning dodge, and coding. The bow has 3 levels of charge, so the goal is to always shoot at level 3. When aiming, press special attack to do a level 1 normal shot. If you keep shooting, the second shot will be level 2 and the third shot will be level 3. Each level deals more damage and fires more arrows. But if you keep firing normal shots, the 4th shot goes back to level 1, and you just start looping this. After a normal shot, you can perform a power shot by pressing heavy attack, which deals higher damage. After a power shot, if you press heavy attack again, you will do a power volley. This is your mean damage tool. Power volley has a longer recovery animation, so keep that in mind in combat. Both power shot and power volley maintain your current charge level. So here's your basic combo: 2 normal shots, power shot, then power volley. This might make newcomers confused, like why 2 normal shots instead of 3? Because the actual mechanic is that a normal shot doesn't raise the charge level of itself, but of the next shot. So after 2 normal shots, the following power shot is boosted to level 3. After a power volley, it is clearly not ideal to start the whole charging process from scratch. This is where charging sidestep comes in. When aiming, your evade turns into charging sidestep. You can sidestep in any direction you want, but if you chain it after another move, you can only move in 4 directions: forward, backward, left, or right. Charging sidestep maintains your charge level. So if you're at level 3, doing a charging sidestep after any shot means your next shot, whether it's a normal shot or a power shot, will still be level 3. You can also hold your special attack button to hold your shot and maintain the charge level after a charging sidestep. So here's your combo loop: 2 normal shots, power shot, power volley, charging sidestep, then normal shot, power volley. Why not just charging sidestep straight into a power shot? Well, as you can see, after a charging sidestep, a normal shot flows into a power shot pretty fast. So damage-wise, doing a normal shot first is still the best choice. What about just holding special attack to charge manually? Normally you don't do that because monsters don't wait around. But there's an advanced version on the basic combo. Start by holding special attack, then do a charging sidestep. After the sidestep, you will be at level 2. Then do a normal shot, and the next power shot will hit at level 3. This trick is great for opening an attack, maneuvering, and saving arrows. But why save arrows? We'll talk about that in a bit. And that's it. Simple, right? Basically, there are just 2 main combos you need to remember. When doing a charging sidestep, if a monster hits you, your sidestep turns into discerning dodge. This parry move travels further in the direction of your sidestep. The first part has iframes, but the second part, where you're doing your flip, only has super armor, so use this cautiously when dealing with multi-hit attacks or moves with lingering hitboxes. There are 2 types of discerning dodge. If you parry at the exact right time, it's a perfect discerning dodge. You'll see a prominent flash and restore a massive amount of stamina and trick arrow gauge. If your timing is slightly off, the flash is a lot more subtle, and you only restore a little bit of stamina and gauge. In Wilds, we'll be doing this a lot, sometimes even fishing for it. So you don't need a ton of stamina skills anymore. Constitution is enough. Evade window can extend your iframes, but it won't extend your perfect discerning dodge timing window. After either version of discerning dodge, it will instantly gain level 3 charge. This gives us our second way to charge up directly to level 3, using that same combo: discerning dodge into normal shot, then power volley. And again, you can hold special attack after the dodge to hold your shot and maintain your charge level. Since discerning dodge moves you further, that brings us to another move: flying swallow shot. After either a charging sidestep or discerning dodge, pressing light attack triggers flying swallow shot. This is purely a movement tool. It holds your charge level while hopping, and automatically releases a normal shot at the end. Most of the time you use it when discerning dodge carries you too far away from the monster or puts you out of your critical distance. You use flying swallow shot to hop back in, then carry on with your combo. Another small trick is using it to hop onto ledges, since using charging sidestep will interrupt your move. Unlike past generations where coatings were consumable items, in Wilds coating used the trick arrow gauge. The gauge is split into 3 main sections with a little extra chunk at the end. Each full section gives you enough gauge for 10 coated shots. You can hold LB, L1, or Control to select your coating, and press light attack to apply it. When your bow isn't coated, all your shots refill the gauge a little bit as long as it hit the monster. But once you apply the coating, shots won't build gauge anymore. You can only refill your gauge by manually charging, or by firing shots while building up your charge level. So once you reach level 3 and stay at level 3, none of your shots will refill your gauge anymore. Your main method, of course, is Discerning Dodge. A perfect Discerning Dodge refills 8 shots worth of gauge, while a standard Discerning Dodge only refills 3 shots worth of gauge. Applying a coating doesn't always mean it'll consume a full section. It actually only consumes as much gauge as you need, because your coating is capped at 10 shots. You can see your remaining shot count right next to your gauge. Now, why bother coating? Because coating massively boosts your damage. There are 3 main coatings you'll use. Power coating gives you a 30% physical attack boost. Close range coating gives you a 40% physical attack boost, but at the expense of range. You have to stay very close to the monster. Pierce coating lowers single hit damage, but each arrow can pierce through the monster up to 5 times, provided the target is big enough. So clearly, close range and pierce are your main choices. Use close range on smaller monsters or targets with small weak spots, and use pierce on large monsters or those with big weak spots. You can use power coating when you're still learning the weapon, but close range and pierce are your in-game go-tos. As for status coating, if your bow supports them, you can throw one on for a quick status application like paralysis. Since coating provides such a massive damage boost and only lasts for 10 shots, the key is keeping your arrows coated as much as possible while ensuring most of these coated shots land at level 3. But what if you run out of coating during the combo? Here are 2 windows to do this. First, right after initiating an attack, apply your coating, then hold special attack, charging step, and shoot. This is great for opening an engagement, and your follow-up power shot will be level 3. Second, right as the monster is about to attack, apply your coating while getting ready to dodge. These 2 cover almost every scenario and keep your arrows coated constantly. And remember, you don't have to wait until you run out of shots to reapply. When you're down to like 1 to 3 shots left, that's a great time to refresh your coating. However, there are 2 specific timing you must avoid. First, right after a charging sidestep or discerning dodge, your coating button will trigger flying swallow shot instead. And the second timing to avoid is a tricky one. Normally, applying a coating won't reset your charge level. However, that only applies if your charge level was built up through attacks. If you're holding your charge level purely by a charging sidestep, applying a coating will reset your charge, even if you keep holding special attack. So if you see that red flash on your bow right after a sidestep, applying a coating after that will reset your charge level. But don't worry about all of that though. Just follow those first 2 windows and you will be completely fine. And now, your overall combat flow is pretty straightforward. When you're about to start an attack, apply coating and start your combo. Charging sidestep, normal shot, power volley. If the monster attacks, discerning dodge. Depending on the monster's recovery time, you can decide whether to go all the way into power volley or not. But a normal shot and power shot are almost always safe. If the recovery lasts longer than a power shot, but not long enough for the full combo, you can go straight into a power shot and power volley right after a charging sidestep or discerning dodge. Just keep looping this combo. If the monster is knocked down, keep looping it. Always start by holding special attack into charging sidestep so you don't waste precious coated shots on weak level 1 arrows. Keep an eye on your remaining shot count, and don't forget to reapply coatings. If a charging sidestep or discerning dodge leaves you too far away, use flying swallow shot to close the distance and carry on with the combo. That's really all there is to it. Super simple, right? There are a few other moves, but you rarely need them. In fact, most of the time you don't need them at all. Holding special attack and pressing heavy attack performs arc shot. While aiming arc shot, your gauge continues to fill, and leaves fused arrows stuck to the monster that you can detonate with a focus strike for pretty laughable damage. You really don't need it. Pressing light and heavy attack together triggers Dragon Piercer. It looks cool, but for the time it takes to fire, you could deal far more damage with your standard combos. Plus, it consumes a coated shot. That said, if you want to give your hands a rest during multiplayer hunts, spamming Dragon Piercer is fine. Pressing light and heavy attack while holding special attack executes Thousand Dragons. Your charge level doesn't scale Thousand Dragons damage, but it does have one use. When you have just one coated shot left at the end of the combo, you can dump it into Thousand Dragons as a solid finisher. Holding special attack and pressing X, square, or E readies a tracer arrow. You can latch it onto the monster for 10 seconds before it explodes. While active, all your arrows become homing missiles, and all your power shot and power volley, even quick shot, will automatically fire at level 3. Sounds amazing, right? The catch is that loading a tracer consumes an entire section of your gauge. Combined with applying a coating, that's 2 sections used up. It also severely disrupts your combat flow and doesn't work well with piercing coating at all. On top of that is a single attempt. If you miss or hit a terrible spot, it's a massive waste. Focus strike is simple. While aiming, a radical circle appears on your screen. If you frame red wounds into the circle, they get tagged automatically. You can tag up to 3 wounds at once, and unlike melee weapons, you practically can't miss with bow's focus strike. For weapon skills alongside critical boost, you will want element boost, spread power shots, Tetris shot. Those are your core damage boosters. For armor skills, constitution is mandatory, ideally maxed out at level 5. After that, look for agitator, weakness exploit, burst, adrenaline rush, antivirus pair with Gormagala's tyranny, and your choice between peak performance or resentment. Just mix and match these based on your available gear. And that is how you unlock the true damage potential of the bow. Honestly, no matter what melee weapon you main, if you haven't tried the bow yet, give it a shot. You'll quickly find that just after 2 or 3 hunts, your clear times will beat your 1000 hour mean. That's how absurdly strong this weapon is. This is Chachiyu. If you find this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future breakdowns. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.